Hello friends, welcome. Friends, today I think whoever is interested in the telecom sector must have seen this headline. Bharti to acquire 400 megahertz of spectrum from Adani network, which clearly spells out, you can say the nail in the coffin that Adani is exiting the telecom space. There have been a lot of speculation that Adani is going to acquire Vodafone Idea and then through that it will make a venture in the telecom space. This is going on for a long period of time. And I have been telling from the very beginning that there is absolutely no way Adani can enter the telecom space through Vodafone Idea or organically. To just give you a proof that that I have been saying so, just 11 days back there was a question which was posed by one of my YouTube viewers. The question is, sir, one question I have. Adani likes to acquire business with backward channel strategy. He is bidding with sick company like JP Cement, etc. Do you think that 48% government stake plus Vodafone Idea release a pledge of share is all set for Adani to enter? The same strategy is done by NDTV secretly. Now, if you pause the video and read the response that I have written in this. So it is very simple. I have clearly said that it is no way that telecom business and these businesses have any synergy, right? Cement, etc. Media, there is absolutely no synergy. There is no way the strategy works. So why? Telecom is a very, very capital incentive investment. It has prolonged gestation period, requires staying ahead of technology, market share. Vodafone Idea has already ceded considerable amount of ground and market share. Entering now through Vodafone Idea will require substantial effort, uncertain return, contrasting with the most synergistic and strategic acquisition of Adani has pursued to attain leadership position in different other verticals. Without a clear path of dominance, they risk remaining a marginal player which may not align with their aspirations. So this is very clear. You see, the 11 days back I just wrote, and there have been many other references also. I don't want to pull out that. But with this announcement, my prediction has been turned out to be absolutely accurate. Now, why I'm doing this video, friends, today? I am going to do this video for a different purpose, friends, which you will find it very interesting. You know that in the telecom space, we have only three players now: Bharti, Reliance Jio, Vodafone Idea, right? Now, Vodafone Idea is an emanation of Vodafone and Idea's merger, and they collaborated with each other, and therefore they formed a different company. But they have never acquired spectrum through acquisition. They have the spectrum that Vodafone Idea has emanated through their merger. Reliance Jio, except in one single case, which I'm going to show you, with 800 megahertz band, because of the Tata merger with Bharti, some spectrum in 800 megahertz band was sold to Reliance Jio, and Arcom and Reliance Jio has been collaborating from the very beginning. It was for a different reason, and that's a long story which I can't tell you in this short video. Today's video is dedicated to Bharti, friends. And I'm going to show you that how Bharti strategically have been acquiring spectrum for all the players who have exited the market. And they have growing their spectrum. Maybe they have acquired spectrum at prices or valuation which is less than what those players who exited the market have acquired through auction. And since they owe huge amount of debt to the government, and that debt has not been paid, to me, because I don't know what kind of deal Bharti has undertaken with those players like Aircel, like Videocon and others, I don't know. But it is very clear that most of these players are bankrupt and they owe huge amount of money to the government. What kind of deal Bharti had done with these people, I cannot say. Maybe it is at a par level. Maybe it is at a level which is much below, but it is clear that Bharti has been systematically acquiring spectrum for all the players who have exited the market. Now, and I will still show you the data, just be with me, because I'm just going to give you a preview of my presentation. So that is one which I'm going to prove through data. Second is that when a player exited the market, you will notice that most of their subscribers, almost bulk of their subscriber went to Reliance Jio. Spectrum went to Bharti, subscriber went to Reliance Jio. And then later, all the subscribers who were at the lowest end of the pyramid remained with Reliance Jio, and the premium subscribers actually went to Bharti. So this is a remarkable strategy which Bharti has played in the market. I can tell you that is the reason why Bharti has been, the valuation has been increasing day by day, and they are actually sitting at the pinnacle, valuation of their stock price. It is amazing, and that is what I'm going to show you today in this video, friend. Just be with me. Let's start one by one. First thing first. Today I'm going to tell you that this Aircel acquisition, this Adani acquisition of 400 megahertz in 26 gigahertz band, what kind of value that it is going to create to Bharti, which I think is going to be very marginal. So this is not the video for this Aircel spectrum acquisition for Bharti going to create a huge value. No. And let me show you why it will not create huge value. Now look at this chart. What is this chart? This is the spectrum layout of 26 gigahertz band, where Aircel has bought spectrum in the past auction. Now Aircel spectrum is marked with black here. You see black? All these black here, these are marked with black. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically filter Aircel. Sorry, not Aircel spectrum. I'm sorry, Adani spectrum. So if I go here and let me just show you this is Adani. So if I filter by Adani, it will become very clear. So you see, Adani has 50 megahertz of spectrum in AP. Then Adani has 100 megahertz of spectrum in Gujarat, 50 megahertz of spectrum in Karnataka, 100 megahertz of spectrum in Mumbai, and 50 in Rajasthan, and 50 in Tamil Nadu, right? This is, if you add all these spectrum, it comes out to be 400 megahertz, right? Now let's superimpose Bharti along with Adani, and let's see what kind of value it creates. Now you'll see Bharti already had 800 megahertz spectrum in all the circles, right? So because of this additional acquisition, Bharti spectrum in AP is going to increase from, in the 26 gigahertz band, is going to increase from 800 to 850. In Gujarat, it is going to increase from 800 to 900. Then in Karnataka, it is increased from 800 to 850, right? In Mumbai, it is going to increase from 800 to 900. And in Rajasthan and in Tamil Nadu, from 800 to 850. Now you tell me, friends, what kind of value it is going to create? How does it make a difference whether you have 800 or 850 or 900? It does not make any sense. So in my view, Bharti has actually, bailed Adani out. That is what Bharti has done, a favor to Adani, because adding Adani spectrum to the kitty of Bharti's 800 megahertz spectrum does not make any difference. Because this spectrum is lying vacant, right? Nobody is using this spectrum, and incremental gain of a small slice of spectrum, as I showed you here, makes no difference. Though. Therefore, I can clearly tell you that it is a favor which Bharti has done to Adani and bailed Adani out from this mess which they created from them for themselves by acquiring spectrum in 26 gigahertz band. Okay, so this is one. Second thing which I wanted to talk about is, which I've created a chart, Excel sheet in front of you, which will give you the story of Bharti spectrum acquisition from different operators. And I'm going to go band by band so as to give you a very good idea. Now look at 800 megahertz. This is 800 megahertz band. Now, Bharti, because of the Tata merger, was able to get 800 megahertz, which Tata acquired in 2015 in Haryana. See, 1.25 megahertz. In Maharashtra, or 2.5 megahertz. So these are the spectrum blocks that they got. And they got some additional spectrum which they sold to RGO, which I'm going to talk about later, right? So what happened was, in 2021, you see, Bharti acquired 3.75 megahertz spectrum to complete this block of 5 megahertz. Otherwise, there was no sense to acquire 800. And then, in the same block, same area, when Maharashtra, they acquire another 2.5 to complete 5 megahertz. And MP, they acquire additional 5 megahertz because MP, they don't have any spectrum in 900 megahertz band, right? And MP is, even the 1800 megahertz spectrum for MP is only 15 megahertz. So MP has been quite a weak, service area for Bharti. And if we go to the market share, let me just show you the market share, operator market share. As far as MP is concerned, it falls at the lowest. This is Bharti's revenue market share, and this is Reliance Jio's revenue market share. So Reliance Jio revenue market share in MP is on the top. They have 57 or 58% revenue market share. Bharti has only 26% market share. And then if you look at Vodafone, they have got 11.7% market share. And if you look at BSNL, they got 4.7 revenue market share. So because MP was not a very important circle, so later just to make sure that they have sufficient some amount of low frequency band, 800 megahertz band, so they acquired this 5 megahertz of spectrum, right? 900 megahertz spectrum, if you look at this block, you will find that there is no, see, old operator is the operator who initially participated in the spectrum auction. New operator is who acquired that spectrum from the old operator. So old operator can be the same operator which is the new operator, which means that there was no spectrum trading took place for that year for that block of spectrum, right? So 900 megahertz spectrum, if you see, it is organically acquired by Bharti. There was no trading. Maybe Bharti might have made an offer to Vodafone Idea. I would not be surprised. Bharti might have made an offer to Vodafone Idea to fill up these gaps where they are quite weak. For example, Delhi, right? In Mumbai, they are quite weak. Vodafone Idea might not have sold their spectrum to Bharti. And I cannot say with conviction, but if anybody can verify, I think that this could have been an attempt could have been made by Bharti to acquire because of the past experience. I can clearly see, I'll tell you in 1800 megahertz band, in 2300 megahertz band. So the 900 megahertz band, because there was no player who exited the market, Vodafone Idea is still in operation. And if Vodafone Idea, let's say government does not bail out, because today's minister clearly says that they want Vodafone Idea to pay their dues. From where they will pay, I do not know. Something will fall from the heavens, some revenues are going to fall from the heavens, so Vodafone Idea will pay. So you will see, mark my word, if Vodafone Idea exit the market, this 900 megahertz spectrum will maybe, I don't know, because there will be a lot of dues, etc. Government may not allow that spectrum to go, like they are already fighting Arcom in the liquidation, the NCLT and all those things. So government may stall this transfer of spectrum, but government will be shooting on their foot anyway, right? If Vodafone Idea dies, government will not get anything. And this spectrum, if they stall from Bharti to acquire 900 megahertz spectrum, because Vodafone Idea has got very, very high quality 900 megahertz spectrum, so the 900 megahertz spectrum will be out of the market for such a long period of time, just like Arcom spectrum is out of the market for such a long period of time. The battle will keep on going, right? Now let's look at the 1800 megahertz spectrum, which you will find it very interesting. Now, how do you look at this chart? You can pause the video and have a very deep understanding of this slide. So you will see that what I've done is that I have sorted this with auction year, and this is the band 1800, right? So you will find that those operators who were initially holding spectrum, they participated in the auction, so they have been called out here. Similarly, I have called out here. So you will see the total spectrum, right, for all the circles here have been clearly marked here, which belong to which operator. So if there is nothing here, means it was originally of Bharti, and rest of the spectrum was for some other operator which Bharti has acquired. Now if you look at this particular line, it tells us that how much spectrum Bharti has acquired in that particular circle from other operators who exited the market. So 53.3% in AP, right? 40% in Assam, 60.4% in Bihar, 100% in Gujarat, right? 50% in Maharashtra, 30. So you can see that most of the 1800 megahertz spectrum in very, very large quantum. See, 30 megahertz of Telenor, 30 megahertz of Videocon, 13.3 megahertz of Telenor, 2.6 megahertz of Tata, and another 12.4 megahertz of Tata. So there is a sizable amount of spectrum Bharti has acquired from the players who have exited the market, right? Similarly, if you go down below in 2100 megahertz band, you will find that Bharti actually acquired spectrum from Tata in some of the critical circles like Gujarat, Haryana, MP, Maharashtra, and Punjab, and UP West. So you will find that these places, these numbers are shown, right? 33%, let me just kill this. 33% here, 50%, 33%, Maharashtra 50%, MP 50%, Punjab 100%. This is the only spectrum Bharti could have get in Punjab, because Punjab is a different story. One day I will tell you the story of Punjab. It will be very, very interesting, because I will tell you the auction story which started from 2010, but this is not the video to digress. Okay. Now, the 2300 megahertz spectrum also. You see there how many players are holding 2300? Qualcomm, Ogier, Aircel, Tikona, right? And Bharti acquired 80 megahertz from Qualcomm, 20 megahertz from Ogier, 160 megahertz from Aircel, 100 megahertz from Tikona, right? And this is what circle wise, how much Bharti has acquired from other operators. So can you see that Bharti has been in buying spree of spectrum? Now come the subscribers, right? Let's go to the subscriber part of the discussion, which you will find very interesting. Now, this is again the chart which I use in all my videos. And if you look at this chart, you will find that this is the yearly time scale, right? Now, in yearly time scale, what you see that Reliance Jio has exponentially gained subscribers after 2017-18, right? Where these operators, Aircel, Idea was still there, Loop, MTS, Telenor, Videocon, right? These players basically went out of the market, right? Mainly Aircel, right? Idea and I told you Vodafone, they aggregated that and their number went very, very high, and now they are going down. So you'll find that suddenly the number of Reliance Jio went very, very high. Now these were not organic subscribers. They were coming from these operators who lost in the marketplace, and that's how Reliance Jio gained their subscriber. But if you look at Bharti, they were in buying spree of spectrum, but their subscriber take rate is organic. It is very slow and steady. Can you see that? Reliance Jio exponentially increased subscribers, and now it has gotten a steady state. Bharti has been slow and steady, which clearly tells us that Aircel's 74.2 million subscribers largely might have gone to Reliance Jio, right? Similarly, you will see Telenor 38 million subscribers largely might have gone to Reliance Jio, because these numbers, the total numbers have remained largely same, right? So there is no other way to justify it, right? Vodafone and Idea merged and it became to 395. Now it is going down. Now it is at 206.8. So whatever I told you in the beginning part of the video, it is clearly proven with data. Now, one final thing which I'm going to tell you is to what happened to Reliance Jio, right? How Reliance Jio acquired spectrum. Now, you will see here that this is the chart of Reliance Jio this is the chart of Reliance Jio for all the circles. Let me take this slightly here so that you can see the whole thing, and let me take this off the screen. I'll put it here down below. Okay. So you'll see Reliance Jio here. And you will find that Reliance Jio has been working with Arcom because they needed low frequency band spectrum. Except for Tata, which is basically a trading which Reliance Jio did when Tata acquired Bharti. And there was a merger between Tata and Bharti. So Bharti gave away spectrum of Tata's to Reliance Jio in some of the critical circles which Reliance acquired. So that's what happened. Other than that, Reliance Jio's all their spectrum acquisition is organic. Operator old and operator new. You can see that. Bharti has been acquiring spectrum from all the market, the players who have lost in the market, right? And the same story is applicable for Vodafone Idea also. You can clearly see if I do a filter with Vodafone Idea, you can clearly see that Vodafone Idea. You can see Vodafone Idea, old operator, Vodafone Idea, and there is nobody else. Everything is VI here, right? So, summary of this presentation is as simple as that. Bharti has played smartly in the marketplace. They have been in spectrum buying spree. Look at this chart. They have acquired spectrum from all the operators who have lost the market, and most of the subscribers of those operators who lost in the marketplace like Aircel, Loop, MTS, Telenor, they went to Reliance Jio first. And then slowly the premium subscribers came to, or maybe the premium subscriber went to Bharti, and those, we can say those affordable segments, those in the bottom or the middle of the pyramid, they went to Reliance Jio. But Bharti has been steadily increasing their subscribers. And they have been acquiring premium subscribers, and their valuation is going higher and higher, and they have acquired most of the spectrum from their operators who have left the market. So this is the net, and the Adani acquisition of spectrum, Bharti has actually helped. They have they have helped Adani to exit the space. Otherwise, Adani would have been stuck because Bharti does not gain anything from this acquisition. As I told you, there is nothing Bharti will be able to get from this acquisition because it does not add any value to their existing spectrum. So thanks a lot, friends. That's all I wanted to talk about in this video. Hope you have found this video very, very interesting. I'll talk in some future video. I'm going to tell you the history, what happened, who bid what. So maybe I will come out with a series of presentation or a video series to tell you the interesting facts, what happened in the spectrum auction, who bid why, and what mistakes the operator committed while they're bidding, and then finally they actually had to get out of their spectrum, and some of the spectrum was acquired from by Bharti. Thank you friends for your time. I hope that you like this video, and I'll come back with a new video on a new topic next time. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.